Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Now you guys know the way it has been paining me and paining a lot of you, the fact that we have been buying our beans and our lentils and all that from the supermarket, because you guys, the prices are like so now we have been looking for a cheaper option of where to buy our beans and our lentils, because we love to eat these things. If you have watched any of our batch cooking videos, you know these are some of our most favorite things to cook. So you guys suggested I go check out Nyamakema, and I was like, of course, I will go, you guys, because you guys always have the best ideas. Remember when we went to High Ridge and we got those apples at like throwaway prices? Okay, maybe not throwaway, but you know what I mean. So anyway, we went to Nyamakema, bought ourselves lots and lots of beans. We were spoiled for choice. And then, to make it better, I went and made some amazing bean stews. Very different from what we normally make. We have some beans with bacon. We have some butter beans. Like, who does not love butter beans? We made 4 dishes. Yes. Enjoy the video. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so, because it's amazing. You will love it. So much stuff here to like. Even the builders in our backyard, because you guys know we now live in a construction site, so it's a bit noisy, but anyway, it's noisy, but enjoy the video again. Hi guys, so off we go to Nyamakema. Nyamakema, as far as I know, is in town. Those sides of near bus station, I think. I don't know. Okay, I can see it in my mind's eye, but I don't know how to say where. I'll tell you no. I'll tell you no. I'll let you know when we are done. But yes, we've had it's a really nice place to get beans and lentils and pulses at a good price. I'm also hoping to get nuts and seeds and other amazing things. Spices as well. I heard you can get nice spices there. So let's explore this Nairobi and try to save a coin or two here and there. I'm actually very excited because you guys, how much I love rice and beans. It's like my most favorite. Okay, not my most. Who am I lying? Who am I lying to? But it's one of my most favorite meals. So let's see how this goes down. Hi guys, so we are back home and I want to show you the different types of lentils that I bought from Nyamakema. Today was just basically an exploration day. We just wanted to see what they have, test them out before we go back and buy them in bulk, because you guys, I have a lot to say about Nyamakema, but it was nice. It was very educative. So I just figured I might as well show you guys what we bought and the prices while they're still fresh in my brain. And then we will do the cooking, because I have amazing recipes, you guys, of how to cook these different types of lentils. Because guys, stories are dengu and beans all the time and lentils, we need to stop that. Well, personally, I need to stop that. So anyway, let me show you what I bought, tell you the prices, tell you what I learned, and then on another day, I will share those recipes with you. Yes, so come along, let me show you. So guys, this is everything that I bought. These are basically 4 types of beans. Yes, 4 types of beans. No lentils here, I believe. I could be wrong though. Difference between beans and lentils still remains to be established. So let me first start with these ones. These I am calling white cowpeas. I don't know if that's the right word for them. But they were going for 120 Kenya shillings per kilo. And you guys, I'm going to go compare these prices for you at the supermarket so that, and I'll indicate in the video. So that we can tell exactly how much money we have saved. So as I said, these were going for 120 shillings per kg, and they are pretty clean. They are pretty clean. I don't mind them. And I just had this, by the way, 3 days ago at my bro's place, my bro and my sister-in-law's place. They had made a really nice stew, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to try this out. Really nice for soups and stews. Please let me know in the comment section if you know the correct names of these here items. But for now, let's call them white cowpeas, okay? Now, here next, we have something I have never ever seen before in my life. Let me tell you guys, there were so many different types of beans there that I have never seen. I was like, where do I live? Sorry. So these, they were calling green army beans. And I think they just, I don't know if that's the right word, you guys. I don't know whether it's the army that plants them or the army that eats them or where the army comes in there. Or maybe it's the color. It looks like army uniform. I don't know. But one thing I liked is I was also asking the ladies who are selling, because I'm sure they have tried them before. So which ones do they like for stews? Which ones do they like for making githeri and all that stuff? And this one came highly recommended for bean stew. All right. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. They said these are better than green beans. You know those green beans that everyone says, oh, you know, they don't have gas and everything. So they said these ones are way better than that. So I decided to buy 2 kilos of them. And these ones were also going for, no, these ones were going for 150 shillings per kg. I bet you these ones are not at the supermarket for sure. So I can't tell you how much those are at the supermarket, but yeah, that's the green army ones. Okie dokies. Now here we have the usual red kidney beans that we have been buying, because okay, you guys, as much as I want to change things up, I still really love these beans, and I love them with rice, and the price was so right. Okay, they're a bit dirty, but one thing those ladies said is that if you call in advance and you make an order, I'm going to put 2 phone numbers in a pinned comment and in the description box. So they said if you call them in advance, they can clean them up for you so that you go get them when they're nice and cleaned. And these ones, you guys, I think we buy them for 140 shillings thereabout at the supermarket. I will confirm that, per kilo. So they were being sold at 90 shillings per kilo at Nyamakima, which of course you guys, you know, just blew my mind. So I'm looking forward to going back and buying these in bulk. Basically, one thing I learned about Nyamakima is that it's nice to just, because it's in the middle of town, first of all, go on a Saturday if you can, because that's when you get parking. And then secondly, plan to go once every 3 or 4 months, because you know lentils keep very well as long as you put them in an airtight container. So I am planning to be going there once every 4 months or so, or even once every 6 months, you guys, so that I just buy enough, because you guys know how much we love beans and lentils and vegetarian meals here anyway. So yeah, that will save me the hassle. And then I was just imagining, if you're buying that many and you're saving at least 50 shillings per kilo, and let's say you're buying 10 kilos of this particular one, you have your whole 500 shillings there saved. And that's just on one product. So if you buy different types of products, saving a 50 bob here, a 30 bob here, 100 bob here, like when it comes to the butter beans, which I'll show you just now, guys, the savings are astronomical. Okay, so those are the kidney beans or nyayo beans, and they're going for 90 shillings. So next, let's come to the butter beans, you guys. Hey, I have such a love for butter beans. They are so amazing. They just taste so buttery when you cook them. But every time I go to buy them at the supermarket, you guys, the price just puts me off. Because you guys, these things, I could be wrong, but I think a kilo at the supermarket is like 320 something shillings or 350. It's ridiculously expensive. But at Nyamakema, they were going for between 100 and 200 shillings per kgs. And one thing I found that when you're shopping at Nyamakema, please walk around and don't just buy at the first shop, because at some shops the quality is not so good. Like the first shop we went, they were selling these at 150 shillings per kilo, yes, which is a really good price, but their quality was not good, as in like they looked dirty, they were wrinkly. So I felt like they just want to get rid of the old stock that they had. So we went to this shop where we bought them for 200 shillings per kilo, but they look healthy and nice. And you guys, I so cannot wait to cook these. I think they're just going to be really amazing. I'll show you the recipes of all the stews that I'm going to make with these beans, different types of stews to make with your lentils, how to boil them, how to store them, what spices to use, because guys have really been asking, tell us the spices that you're using, different flavors and all that jazz. So I'm really looking forward to cooking all this with you guys. And of course, you know, we are going to batch cook them, so we are going to put them in the freezer, because beans and lentils and pulses, stews, freeze very, very well. Yes, so we are done with the butter beans. So basically, these are the 4 beans that I bought at Nyamakema today. And you guys, there were so many different. I have never seen that many types of beans and lentils in my entire life. I didn't even know there were that many types of beans, you guys. Oh, and they also had peanuts. Let me say that. I didn't buy peanuts because we still have some at home. But the peanuts were going for between 150 to 170 shillings per kilos. I did not buy red lentils, but the price was between 150 and 170 again. And so many different types of beans, you guys, you won't even believe. So now, let me show you what else we bought. We bought rice. Yes, we bought rice because they had rice, you guys, and they had various types of rice. They had mwea, pishori, they had basmati, they had brown rice, and they had white rice. I am very partial to brown rice because I like to eat healthy. So I bought brown rice and I bought white rice because I really like brown rice. My family is still getting used to the taste of brown rice. So yes, I bought both brown and white. So for brown rice, the price was 150 shillings per kilo, which is cheaper than what I've been, because I've been buying at 170 or even more per kilo, which is not so bad. but the quality is really good, you guys. So it looks nice and clean. I love it. It looks really nice and not a lot of picking here. So I'm really happy with that. I'm very happy with that. And then for the white rice, I bought basmati, 2 kilos of basmati, and it was going for 130 shillings per kilo, which I thought was quite a deal. And you all know how much I love deals. So this is the basmati. Also looking very nice and clean. This one actually is just for washing and cooking. Nothing much to be done to it. Really happy about that. So the other things that we also found that they had there were, they had various types of flour for uji. You remember like when we did the Gikomba shopping, we also bought some flour for making porridge. They had all that there. I really wanted to get wheat flour. They had wheat, the grain, but they didn't have any that was milled. We went to various shops. We didn't find that because I was really looking for whole grain wheat. But yes, basically, that's my haul from Nyamakima. So stay tuned. We're going to make some amazing stews. And thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're liking this content, please remember to give us a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And now, let us cook this food. So here I have my ingredients for my lima beans, also known as butter beans, okay? So here, what the ingredients I have for this dish are as follows. I have smoked sausages. Well, the recipe called for smoked ham, you guys, but when I grow up. In the meantime, smoked sausages were the next best alternative because of the price. And then I have 2 kilos of butter beans. I have about 4 cups of chopped carrots, which I had to buy from the estate. And then here, I have a large heap of chopped onions. The recipe calls for celery, again, which I don't have, but it's okay, we shall go with what we go. And then for the spices, I have bay leaves, I have paprika, I have black pepper, I have thyme, I have garlic powder, and I have salt. If you want, you can add red chili pepper flakes or chili flakes, but we have kids, so that won't be possible for us. So I'm going to clean my beans, then boil them for 5 minutes, let them sit for an hour as I make the rest of the ingredients. And together with this creamy butter bean stew, we are going to have dinner rolls, which I will make very quickly as these are cooking, because these are going to take about 2 hours to cook, you guys. And yes, that's going to be awesome. So let me first go through my beans, pick out the parts that I need to get rid of, because as you can see, yeah, they're a bit dirty. Wash them and then we'll boil them for 5 minutes. You guys, butter beans are very bit expensive beans, but they are so yummy and creamy that they are worth buying smoked sausage, even smoked ham for you guys. This is a kind of ingredient that you really want to get the best out of. All right? Yeah, so let's do this. One thing that I've always wanted to try are these bean recipes that don't call for fast boiling your beans completely. They sort of stew the beans as they are boiling them, which I think is really fun and saves a lot of time. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. But before we get to stewing, I'll just boil these beans in 5 minutes and then I'll set them aside for an hour. Then after that, we're going to stew them. It's very interesting, should work. Let's wait and see. So I'm going to let them boil for 5 minutes, cover them, set them aside as I make the other part of this yummy dish. Guys, I have never cooked with smoked sausages before. And I don't know how they're going to hold up to being boiled in my beans for a good 1 hour. But I think they should hold up pretty well. And for me, it's not so important that they maintain their shape. It's just that they're going to add that really rich and smoky flavor to my beans. So we live, we learn, you guys. Please don't be afraid to experiment in your kitchen. I think I have found some really nice recipes in my kitchen by just experimenting and learning. So yes, let us see how this unfolds, you guys. Smoked sausages, by the way, are not ready to eat, as I found out today in the supermarket as I was reading the package. So yes, but you guys, they really smell nice. I won't lie, they smell really good. I don't know how much I should be putting. All right, guys, we are done. You guys, it is looking so nice and creamy. No wonder it's called creamy butternut soup, you guys. Not butternut, gosh, butter beans. It looks really nice. However, please soak your beans like overnight. This method will not work, you guys. It has taken 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours since I started making this dish, you guys. So yeah, but it smells amazing. Also, please cut your sausages into smaller pieces. I don't know why I didn't expect my sausages to swell up. They're just way too big. They're sort of overpowering the butter beans. But yeah, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells really nice. Okay, let's take off our, okay, switch off the fire first and then remove the bay leaves. The seasoning is okay. And yes, oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot over describe how amazing this food smells. It's smelling really good. My firstborn son was saying it smells like pizza. Well, no, okay, well, I don't know. People's noses are different. It doesn't smell to me like pizza. It just smells like really yummy food. The smoked sausage gives it a really nice smell, for sure. Gorgeous. Yeah, I think that's all the bay leaves out. Now let me grab a bowl. Oh, that looks good. Wow, you guys, can you see how thick that soup is? It's beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay guys, I'm so ready to give this a taste because first of all, just see how creamy it is. And then it's smelling again like pizza. So let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, please. I know it's taken a lot of time. I know it seemed like a bit of work. This is worth it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I haven't tasted such a nice bowl of beans in a long time. It's so creamy. That's what I love about butter beans. So creamy. Can you imagine I've not added anything to thicken this soup, you guys? I even cooked with water, and you guys know how much I don't like cooking with water. But yeah, things went the way they went. And oh my gosh. Please try this. Okay, it's worth it. It's so worth it. Amazing. Best bowl of beans I've tasted this year, hands down. Great. So right now I want to just cook all the beans that we bought and the peas, and I want to start with the black-eyed peas. Once we have boiled them, this is exactly how they look like. They're no longer whitish, but yes, this is what I want to start with. So the ingredients I need for this are the boiled black-eyed peas, of course. I need collard greens, or we normally refer to this as scales, sukuma wiki, same thing. And here I have celery. Here I have my beef broth that you saw I was boiling earlier. And I have tomatoes, I have garlic and ginger, onions, carrots, and I have thyme and black pepper. I have my ghee or cooking oil, whichever you have, or butter, and I have salt. So let me get this onto the fire and get on with it. Now this is the recipe I got for the green army beans. You guys, they were green before we boiled them, but now they are completely brown, as in like, they just look like normal beans. So, but they taste very nice. I like them. So to make this bean stew or bean chili, as it said online, I have my garlic right here. Garlic I've mixed with a bit of ginger. The recipe calls for just garlic, but yeah, that's me. And then I'm going to put paprika. I'm going to put garlic powder. The recipe calls for cumin powder, which I don't have, so I'll just go with garlic powder. And I have my ghee or cooking oil or butter or olive oil, whatever. And then here I have, of course, salt. Recipe calls for apple cider. This is what is remaining from my bottle, but I think it will be enough. And then it calls for tomatoes, a good amount of tomatoes. I don't have enough, so I will substitute with some tomato paste. Then calls for brown sugar, and guess who does not have brown sugar? So I'll just use normal sugar and onions, and that's it. So let's get this cooking, and yes. Now I want to make the kidney beans that I have here. These are the usual kidney beans that I normally have. I really love kidney beans, but today I want to just put a small twist to the recipe because I want to make them with bacon. Yes! So I have here collar bacon, bought from the supermarket. It was the cheapest one, so I went with that one because it's not really for eating, it's for cooking. And together with the beans and the bacon, I have some chopped carrots right there. And I have tomatoes, I have onions, and I have my ginger here. I've run out of garlic, but it's all well because I have garlic powder. And then I have salt, cooking oil, ghee, butter, whatever, and tomato paste. So now let's do this. Oh, did I say I still have some of my broth? This is the remainder of the broth that I made earlier. So that's the last of it. So first I want to chop up my bacon into tiny manageable pieces and fry them up before I go ahead with the beans. You guys, let me show you a neat trick. If you don't want your chopping board to keep moving, put a wet cloth underneath. That's our, then it stops moving. The beans are many, so I'm going to use all this bacon. So that is how it went down. Now, here is my takeaway. That whole idea of boiling beans as you're cooking, the butter beans, you guys, please soak your beans, whichever manner of beans you'll be making, soak them in advance and then cook them. Yes. If you don't do that, it will cause gas. Don't ask me how I know, I just know. And then I hope you will try out some of these recipes because they are so much fun to make. And please watch another video on this channel. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.